If you've been looking for a new business or side hustle to start in 2025, now is the perfect time to get going on that. And I can't recommend starting a print on demand business enough. Now, so many people tell me all the time that print on demand is way too saturated. It's too hard to get your foot in the door if you didn't start years ago. And I know for a fact that is not true. I help people all the time start and scale their print on demand businesses, and there is still plenty of room in the market. You just have to have the right ideas of how to compete. So in today's video, I'm actually going to share with you the best Etsy shop ideas for 2025, specifically for print on demand sellers. Now, you can still go the traditional route of just selling things like t-shirts and sweatshirts. I still do that every single day and people still grow and have success, but these are going to be more outside of the box ideas that could really help you be able to compete with a lot less competition. Now, some of these you probably have never thought of before or don't even know how you would begin, but I'm going to show you how easy it is and give my recommendations for the best products for each of these different shop ideas. So let's not waste any more time. There's a lot of them and we're just going to jump right in. Now, today I have partnered with Printify, who is my manufacturing partner for selling on Etsy. And if you don't know what that is, that basically is the middleman who is doing everything to actually store, print, pack, ship, and handle all of that side of making each of your items that you are selling, where you are the one who is creating the designs and making the uploads on a site like Etsy. So the beautiful thing about print on demand is you don't have to have any equipment, you don't have to have any merchandise. You are simply going to connect with a partner like Printify and they are going to do all of that for you while you just pocket the profit that you make every time a sale comes in. Now, we're not going to get into how to actually link and set up your very first Etsy shop with Printify in this video, but I do have a full video right here that's going to walk you through that whole process. And I have a free workshop down below on niche research that is just going to help you take your print on demand shop one step further. So if you want either of those resources, I definitely recommend checking them out. But let's just get right into these shop ideas for 2025. Now, I'm over on Printify's catalog, and one of the best shop ideas that you could pursue in 2025 is making a completely personalized blanket shop. Now, Printify has a ton of really amazing blankets, and what I love about selling blankets as a print-on-demand product is even though they are a pretty low cost, a lot of times similar to what you would pay for a t-shirt, people expect to pay a lot more, so you can make way more profit with each sale. Pricing in the 40s or 50s is very, very common, and personalization is something people are looking for more and more, especially on blankets. Now, one of my favorite is going to be definitely their velveteen plush blanket. It's just a very soft blanket, and you can either pick the one that is printed on one side or on both sides. Now, what I would do in terms of the personalization is I would just make a really fun personalized name pattern. Now, this is a great gift for like grandparents to get their grandkids or parents to buy for their kids, or just if you want something personalized for yourself. Now, I know personalization is very daunting and scares a lot of people, and it definitely can be an extra complication for the process, but there is a really cool tool called Hello Custom that I will link down below that actually integrates completely with your Printify and Etsy shop so that every time you get a new order, it can automatically make that personalized design so that you don't have to every single time you get a new order, see what it is, you have to go back into your design suite and make a custom order. It's just going to integrate and do that for you. So if you're thinking about selling personalized products, I would definitely go that Hello Custom route, but you could totally make a full print on demand store with just blankets. You could sell multiple different kinds or just stick to one and kind of have it be your thing. Now, if you wanted to take it a step further than just being a generic kind of name customized blanket, you could get into a ton of different niches. So really any niche out there, you could cross that with personalization. So if you wanted to do something in like a groovy retro niche, you could add names to that. Or if kids were really into different themes like cars or dinosaurs, you could make all sorts of different blankets for those, but all kind of incorporating that personalization, which is really going to help you get seen more on Etsy because those are very desirable products. Now, the next shop idea is one that I have seen quite a few new sellers really take off with, and that is making a shop that is fully only filled with embroidered hats. Now, Printify actually has a new embroidery section. This is something that they've totally revamped recently, and I think one of the best best ideas you could run with is not having everything in your shop be embroidered, but really getting hyper specific and only focusing on selling hats in your shop. Now, Printify has several different options. I really like this trucker cap and just like your classic ball cap, but they have a few other options as well. And you can get very, very creative with the types of embroidery you're doing. But this is something people are looking for all the time, especially for gifts. So this could be a great store if you just had hundreds of different designs in tons of niches specifically on hats. Now, embroidery is kind of a different method than a traditional print-on-demand item would be. So I have a full tutorial actually of how to go about creating an embroidered hat from start to finish. So it's going to show you how to find the niche. It's going to show you how to create the design specifically for embroidery, pick those colors, upload it on your product, get it digitized, all that. So make sure you watch that tutorial to really understand how to do this if you are thinking about making an embroidered hat shop in 2025. Now, another type of shop that is going to be huge in 2025, and there's many different directions you could take this, is making a store that is specifically based around being eco-friendly. Now, what's really nice about print on demand is there are more and more options every single year of eco-friendly products that are made to be more sustainable and better for the earth. And Printify actually has a huge catalog of their eco-friendly collection. So this is really important for a lot of different niches. If you're selling things for people who are into like camping or hiking or outdoor stuff, you probably don't want to just do your basic everyday print on demand shirt, but you might want to get something a little bit nicer that's more eco-friendly. So not only do they have apparel, but they have tons of items that all have this kind of eco-friendly seal right here. Now, another one product that is really good for an eco-friendly specific shop or a sustainable living shop would be something like this organic canvas tote. These start at a really low price and you can do really fun designs on them. Another really good seller is these biodegradable cases, and people are actively searching for them. So those kind of items are ones that I would be filling up a shop and making sure that I'm including in all my branding that everything is eco-friendly, it's sourced sustainably. But this is a fabulous option that more and more people are very concerned about when they are shopping online these days. So especially if you want to be selling in niches that really align with this type of mindset, I would take a look at Printify's eco-friendly catalog of products and just pick some really solid ones and create a shop fully around that. Now, you want to make sure that if you are saying stuff is eco-friendly, that you're not mixing like some eco-friendly and then maybe have some other items that aren't necessarily that. I would make sure your whole store is just stocked with eco-friendly products, but thankfully Printify has tons and tons, so you're not going to run out of different things to add. Now, another print-on-demand item that people are shocked that you actually can sell as a print-on-demand seller is something a little bit more outside the box because it is not apparel whatsoever and is not something that you drink out of, but it's actually creating a fully print-on-demand candle shop. Now, Printify has tons and tons of different really good candles that you can create the labels for and sell in your shop. They have tons of different kinds and scents, but these are fabulous because people really are looking for candles as gifts. So this is another one that I would really encourage you if you want to take on personalization. This could be a great one. So for example, a parent is looking for a gift for a teacher. They might want a candle that says something like "From the classroom of Miss Smith," and then you could personalize the teacher's name and put some cute teacher elements. You can even get really specific, like smells like Nana W's kitchen or something like that. So there are tons of different ideas that you can implement with candles, but what I love is you can get very specific and personalized with these labels, and that's what people are really looking for when it comes to gifts. Now, I really like kind of their basic just scented soy candle. It's a great starting price, as well as these other scented candles, but one of kind of their newer products that I really like is these tin candles. They're a little bit smaller, so you can make a little bit more profit, and these just are a really nice gift size. But there's tons of different options when it does come to candles here. And this might just be a product you never thought that you could actually sell as a print-on-demand seller, but you could literally make a full shop just dedicated to candles. Now, the next shop idea is one that you might not even think of because we are kind of getting out of that season right now. But this is a type of shop that some people work on all year to be very profitable towards the end of the year. And that is making a fully holiday shop. Now, it might seem counterintuitive to only be working on something that you're probably going to be making the bulk of your sales in like 3 or 4 months at the end of the year. But some people just spend the entire first part of the year building up their holiday shop so that when Q4 rolls around, they are making so much money that it makes up for all those months that they're not selling as much. Now, for a holiday shop, there's tons of different ways you could take this, but I think really fun elements and products that you could sell would be things like ceramic ornaments. And Printify has some really, really great stockings as well. They have all sorts of different versions of their stockings here, and they have things like gift bags that you can make personalized for people to wrap maybe bigger presents in. But another thing you can do is just if you are adding apparel items, just make everything themed around Christmas. So you can make Christmas sweatshirts, Christmas t-shirts, matching family pajama sets, and Printify has all those types of items. But if you are making just a holiday shop, one thing that I would definitely caution against is being too generic and just saying stuff like Merry Christmas on your ornaments or stockings. You still want to get very hyper specific with your niches, even if it has to do with holidays. So for example, if you wanted to make some fun ornaments, I would do something like a Christmas teacher ornament or a Christmas dentist ornament or a Christmas ornament for a beagle owner. So anytime you can kind of cross two things with a holiday, that is where the money is going to be. Now, that workshop I talked about before, it's going to explain more about my method of how I kind of use this cross niching technique, and it's going to teach you how to find really profitable niches that way. But if you are making a fully holiday shop, you want to still be going for niches that aren't going to be so competitive like just a generic Merry Christmas item would be. Now, the next shop idea is one that has been so popular this past year, and you could make a full shop just based around this one item, and that is going to be a 40-ounce handheld tumbler. I really like this insulated travel mug that Printify has, and this is something you could add to an existing print-on-demand shop, but you also in 2025 could just take this one item and make a full shop only based around that. Now, again, this is something that you could do personalized or just make it very specific niches. Now, even though there's other bigger brands out there that are super popular, one thing that they don't have the advantage of is they can't get super specific with their niches because they have to market to tons of people. Now, as print-on-demand sellers, that is one of our strengths, is that we can get way more specific than a big brand or a store like Target or Walmart could get. So we can do stuff as specific as, like I said before, like a Christmas dentist tumbler. That could be something we would make and could actually make sales, or like a second grade teacher. We can get very, very specific. So that is definitely the way you want to take this if you want to sell something like this insulated travel mug. Now, you could venture into all sorts of different drinkware, but I think just having your focus on one product sometimes is the way to go, and it really lets you streamline your processes and not get distracted by a bunch of other things out there. Now, if you're feeling overwhelmed and don't even know where to start, I definitely recommend checking out one of my full design and upload tutorials. I have a couple here that I highly recommend for embroidery and some other types of products, but those will give you some really good ideas of, once I kind of have my concept of what my shop should be, how you actually start filling it up with items that are going to make sales and not be too generic. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.